What shadow falls upon the clan when the daughters of the hearth turn from the binding of hands that renews the line?
Gather close, kin by the fire's glow. In days when fields demanded every arm and voice, the young wed to weave the basket of tomorrow, strong walls against winter, hands to tend the young shoots, eyes to watch the elders' wisdom fade not into silence. Yet now whispers drift like smoke from unseen valleys, urging the daughters to walk paths untrod by ancestors, paths that lead not to shared roofs, but to solitary trails. The loom stands idle in the women's lodge, threads unraveled before the pattern forms.
Here's what followed in the first quiet turning. Households grow thin, their fires fed by fewer hands. Where once a man and woman labored side by side, plowing dawn to dusk, mending nets against the river's pull, the labor falters. One pair becomes none, and the burdens double on those who remain. Tools rust in the corner, unclaimed by sons too few, daughters unbound. The evening meal shrinks, shared less around the circle, as the strength to hunt or harvest ebbs from want of kin renewed.
But the cost ran deeper, into the cradle and the grey hair's rest. Children, those tender branches meant to climb towards sun, find no steady arms to lift them, no songs of lineage to root their steps. Elders sit with stories untold, their counsel scattered like leaves in wind, for who tends the garden when the young chase shadows alone? The circle of care frays, babes left to cold earth, ancients to empty silence, while the clan's memory weakens, voices missing from the dawn call.
Meanwhile, trust among the neighboring steadings crumbles like untamped walls. Oaths sworn at the great tree, pledges to aid in flood or famine, ring hollow when households stand alone, unlinked by marriage's vow. A neighbor's fence mends slow, a shared well goes unguarded, suspicion blooming where once hands clasped in common toil. The wanderer at the gate finds welcome withheld, for the clan's own young drift without bond. And who then guards the flock from fox or thief?
Here the narrowing deepened to the land itself that cradles all. Fields lie fallow, weeds claiming the furrows once turned by wedded pairs, pastures grow barren under untended herds, forests silent where axes rang in rhythm of family need. Rivers run unchecked, eroding banks without the young to shore them, seasons turning harsh without the labor of unbroken lines. The earth, giver of grain and wool, yields less to those who forsake the duty that tilled her through ages.
The path chosen leads to this household's fractured dike. Dikes storm split oaks, children hungry amid untilled soil, elders forgotten in windswept huts. Trust vanished from the neighborhood's paths. Lands barren and silent under skies that heed no plea. Turn back to the hearth's true bond. Kin labor joined, duty unbroken, lineage enduring, or the clan's fire gutters cold, its embers lost to endless night. What would your ancestors have chosen by this same flame?
If the shadows of our ancestors linger in your heart, let that recognition guide your steps, share it, nurture it, and honor it with your presence. Each act of connection fortifies the search for understanding that weaves through time, a thread binding us to those who came before. Your voice enriches the circle, keeping alive the pursuit of truth, not just within ourselves, but in the patterns of our shared existence. Leave traces where they may inspire others in reflections or whispers, and follow the paths laid by those who sought knowledge before us. By standing firm with this legacy, you uphold the effort. Thus, the lessons of our forebears continue their journey through generations.